Okay, this basket has what I call a star stitch or the starburst pattern, and it's a little more complex than the other one, but it's still kind of easy to do once you figure it out. And you can see that where each stitch was made in the previous row, in the row you're working on, you stitch on both sides of it and you do a little wrap around it. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. It shows up very well where these colors are changing. But the basket I have to work on is black and red, so I'm going to switch to that one and show you how that stitch is made. So here's the one I've been working on, and a key point with this is as your basket gets larger, you eventually have to add another row of stitching. So you can see where we have the black stitch and then the red is on either side of it, and they're lining up. Well, we're getting to where the space in between is starting to be too far apart. So we don't want that to get so wide that the basket becomes loose. So first I've been stitching along, I'm going to add one more stitch here in the middle, and when I do the next row, the red row, I'll go on either side of it. So every now and then you have to start a new row being added in of these starburst. So I'm going to stitch along, a wrap I should say, and now I've come up to the stitch below. I'm ready to take my wrap. So I come down to the left of that, and I'm going just right next to that stitch that I made before. So you go up, and then I come all the way around, and I come up on the right hand side. And before I keep going, I actually loop around that. So I bring it around to the front and around this way. So I'm wrapping the yarn around those two stitches I just made, and I come back up and I'm ready to continue. So I'm going to wrap. It's a little hard to see, but there is a little stitch right there. You can see it on the red row a little better. And the two on either side like a V, upside down V. And I think this one, I'm going to go ahead and do that stitch in the center to add the row coming up. I'm going to wrap. You go just slightly past the stitch below, a stitch to the left and over, a stitch to the right and over, and then bring it around town, as SpongeBob says. So pull all that through, I bring it around, and I keep wrapping. So that's how you make the star stitch. And I don't think I need one right there on that row, so I'm ready to continue on. So one more time, you take a stitch to the left, a stitch to the right and over, and then you bring it around, all the way around. You have to kind of stitch through there and wrap it around and then back onto the rope. And that's the star stitch.